I feel
I
like
think it's something that needs to start changing. He needs to pick up a position 3 here.
yeah, I feel like you should because then it doesn't reveal where the NP is going still.
Yeah.
Or actually, you could just pick your mid lane and it doesn't really reveal where the NP is going, safe lane or off lane.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do pick kits, if you do pick the mid lane, whoa, that is a surprising pick because I thought for sure they wouldn't pick Ember into the Bat Rider, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's gonna pick whatever hero he plans on playing last.
It does make sense in terms of the draft because it does prevent them from knowing exactly where the NP is going, right? But I did not expect them to pick an Ember here.
I don't know. It is a hero that Red 2 plays a lot.
It's just such a bad matchup. Maybe they're trying to force the Bat Rider mid. Maybe they were anticipating this to be an off lane Bat Rider, but they're gonna get rid of the Naga Siren, one of those few heroes that's a great counter to the Bloodseeker.
So they're thinking that this Nature's Prophet still could be flexed into position 3, and
Speed's played a
DNM
ton.
does play a lot of Naga Siren.
Yeah.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now.
I think
I'm
it is going
sick
to be
of
off lane
seeing
NP.
DNM. I'm absolutely
5 seconds,
sick of seeing
4,
DNM Naga Siren
3,
gameplay though. It just plays so goddamn slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I want my 5RATFORCESTAFF game to take less than 50 minutes.
Ban Terrorblade here.
We had 47 or 52-minute game, a 65-minute game, then 2 47-minute games yesterday because 5RATFORCESTAFF was playing.
47 minutes and 1 second exactly for both games.
10 seconds left.
That's yeah.
8 now.
So was it 2 days ago? It all kind of blends together.
Yeah, who really knows?
5 seconds.
I think they're going to ban the
was 2 days
Terrorblade
ago.
here. I can't imagine they let it through in this draft. They just got rid of the Underlord. It does pretty dang good against all of these heroes. So,
dude, this is so funny. AA was so on the money with this one. Like they banned an Underlord, even though it's not even that amazing here. AA messaged me and he's like, "Yeah, Speed's got PTSD from this thing." Like
That's
it's
funny.
very obvious that one of these 3 heroes are going into the off lane that they already have. He just gets rid of the Underlord because he's got PTSD. So that's the good stuff right there.
Alliance probably trying to figure out. Okay, they do ban an Ursa, so they are mostly worried about a safe lane core here from the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF, which I think is correct. They get ultimate last pick. You don't want to give them like a super free game on any carry here for DNM. They get rid of the Underlord.
I mean, it's assuming that DNM's not just going to play the Nature's Prophet and Speed's going to last pick his hero. So I think that's what's happening here.
5 seconds.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's Speed on Nature's Prophet.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, either way, both are going to be good.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And there's the Primal Beast ban.
Right. Both teams convinced of where everything is going. They get rid of off laners on 5RATFORCESTAFF. They get rid of safe laners on Alliance. We'll see if this ends up holding true. We have 40 seconds of reserve time on Alliance, so they do have a little bit of time to figure out what it is they want to lock in. Are you thinking they're going to grab an off laner here?
5 seconds.
And just run Bloodseeker safe?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely Kataro's Bloodseeker. He's 100% good playing it. Darkseer. Okay.
I'm not crazy about this hero. I mean, I get it. You've got okay kill potential with the Tiny. It feels decent with the Bat Rider, holding everyone in place. You can make a lot happen between that and the nukes that are on your team.
Does this stop the Terrorblade pick? I think it does. Oh my god. Let's go. This is such a good Pudge game.
I envy you.
All right, but who's playing what?
It's
going
DNM
to be DNM on the Pudge.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such an easy Pudge lane. It's so easy.
So would you give 2 points into the Flesh Heap? Basically, the Ion Shell doesn't hurt you anymore, right?
Just 1 point. 1 point Flesh Heap blocks Ion Shell permanently.
Oh my god.
It's
Are you sure?
Yeah, 1 point.
I thought there was 10 instances of damages a second.
No. Flesh Heap blocks all damage under a certain threshold. And because of how fast it does damage on Ion Shell, it's just all blocked. Granted, its duration scales per level, right? Which is the issue. But yeah, I was trying to think of a hero in my head. I was like, who can sit in a tower and just farm and not care about the Darkseer? And it's Pudge, of course, one of the good ones.
We'll see how early Guitar can build a BKB. A Bloodseeker, it's hit and miss against the Pudge. In the early game, it's not so great, but as the game goes on,
Pretty good.
He does have a very easy time fighting into it because you build that shard, you get that pure damage 1.8% per hit onto hero's max HP, and you heal for it all yourself. Like you just right click down the punch so quickly, build yourself a Mjolnir or something like that. It lets you farm on the map. It lets you absolutely destroy the punch once you get the Aghanim shard. So if this ends up going decent side the laning phase, I feel like Alliance are going to be able to take it late. And 5RATFORCESTAFF never close out games quickly, so I don't know if they're going to be able on this fast enough for this Bloodseeker to not be a problem.
That's true. I'm a firm believer that Pudge is like in the top 3 best heroes at level 30. I think he is unbelievably strong. Granted, like assuming if you get to level 30, you're probably very farmed, but just because of how fast he farms in the mid late game after you have like Aghanims and stuff, he can be really scary. But we'll see. Legacy Red 2. Sad day for the Legacy stack.
Was it, or was it their own fault?
It's definitely someone's fault.
That one is a very funny situation.
Indeed it was. All right. So let's talk about the drafts a little bit more. You with intent pick the Ember Spirit mid into the Batrider. That's a really rough lane.
Do pause. It was DNM. Come on, guys. We got Dota to play. Let's get this game out of the way. Sorry, what were you saying?
You intentionally pick Ember Spirit into a Batrider, which is a little bit weird to me because that lane is definitely heavily Batrider favored. We've seen it as like pretty much the counter pick in almost every game that an Ember Spirit's picked. But Red 2 says I'm too good, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, this is level anyone who's like level 30 Grandmaster on a hero has played so many games on that hero that odds are they played into every single matchup. So you know how to do reasonably well in these hard matchups. There's some exceptions, like having to play like as a melee hero against a Huskar, for example, is miserable. Like Ember Spirit against Huskar, you're not going to win that one. But Batrider against Ember Spirit, you can kind of still get yourself CS, even if Batrider has the advantage here. Especially if you get this well trained on, he's probably done this like exact thing like 50 to 100 times.
Yeah, very few heroes beat the Huskar mid right now, but definitely a feast or famine hero. Always fun stuff. So El Misho does go to boots first on the Tiny, which is absolutely essential. You're going to be playing against a Silencer Pudge lane, right? If they don't have a root, like a lot of times we see like CM Pudge as the lane because it's just really easy to play against, or it's really easy to like set up those hook combos. Silencer, not as easy as you just have the slows from Arcane Curse, so we'll probably see him maxing that one out in the lane.
Yeah.
As for the Pudge, I am curious what his build's going to be. He's not doing the Giga Chad Parker build, which is 0 items, rush, Ring of Health. I actually feel like this would have not been a bad game for it.
I mean, that is super high risk. First Tusk game, any tips? El Misho. His little Nick.
I'm gonna say that's I did some research and it's a lie based on Dota Plus. It's telling me he's played Tusk at least a couple times as he is level 6. They're looking for their hook in the mid lane here. They are.
He's no El Misho god. Let's be real.
Oh man,
makes sense he would look to him for tips.
Don't the smoke's expiring? Oh, they're gonna see him. Ooh, not patient enough, dude. You just had to wait. Oh no. And now he gives up his ward.
Yeah, I mean, I think they both teams have given up each other's wards. He wouldn't have dodged that hook out if he didn't have vision onto him.
I mean, he didn't dodge the hook. He was just far enough away from it.
He's got vision of it from this ward over here.
What? No, from where they were standing, they didn't see him.
He was like here.
No, he threw it from across the like right behind the banner there.
Did he circle it?
He threw it from here.
No, I thought he threw it from like right here.
Nah. Yeah, they were definitely in fog. He just was too far away. Like DNM just was not patient enough.
Wind at your back, supports at your side.
No, he ends up missing the first hook. He doesn't lose too much mana from it, but he had 2 for 2 bounty runes as well. So Maybe it's a good thing he didn't start Ring of Health first if he wasn't able to get himself first blood.
Yeah. It's just this lane is like one of those lanes where it's like, if you just get the Hood of Defiance, your lane is super easy. So that's why I was wondering. I was like, I feel like if you just instant hook kills the Ion Shell creep, yeah, that'll do it. Has to throw out another one. And Pudge, I don't think he'll be okay. Does need to be a little bit careful of the right clicks from the Tiny.
Oh my god.
DNM?
I think he might just...
I don't know.
They're not going to dive underneath the tower.
Has he not played? Maybe they haven't played this hero very much. But he's going to just creep drag now.
DNM is bronze on Pudge. It is level 4. So he's only played a handful of games on Pudge.
Yeah, AB1's going...
while he's had Dota Plus.
Glaives is a little bit weird as well because he doesn't have like any sort of slow either to like try and set up hooks, but he will just try and run it the Darkseer, which might be good enough.
Yep. Well, hopefully this gets a little bit easier for him. He's gone through all of his regen already. I mean, I am concerned about what's going to happen before he gets the point into Flesh Heap, because he's almost certainly going to put a second point into Rot to be able to have some kill potential against these guys. But at least yourself susceptible to just getting owned the moment they try to commit onto you.
AB1 has to drag this under the tower here, or risk maybe dying.
I think he's gonna risk maybe dying. Oh, they're both so close to level 2. AB1 would be very dead if they had this. In fact, he might just be very dead anyways.
Nice body blocks. He ends up getting hooked out by DNM, so that will be a pretty nice little save. But
well, there's level 2 now on the Darkseer, so they'll probably grab himself Vacuum. And between that, Toss, Avalanche, and multiple heroes with Ion Shell, it is very unlikely to survive next time they try to decide to come in onto them.
We can talk about mid Analog versus Red 2. It is going to be the Ember versus the Batrider. Obviously, this matchup we were talking usually pretty favored for the Batrider, but Red 2 off to a decent start in terms of CS. It's usually at the later levels like 4 and 5 where this gets really difficult, right?
Dude, Kataru just got owned. He's sitting at no HP now. Guardi's got to salve him. That 5-second salve duration, inefficient, man.
What happened?
Doesn't end up going too far forward.
Ooh, the
probably hit by the tank team.
Playing for the other team here. Jeez.
Yeah, these guys are supposed to be neutral. What the hell happened?
I have never seen a single neutral party in Dota. Okay, hook off the mark bottom.
The neutral creeps always favor one team.
Yeah. Okay, this bottom lane's actually not going super... I mean, DNM's farming, but it's not going great for him by any means.
He's got the highest CS right now.
Coin.
And now he's got the Ring of Health, so he might
AB
be...
1 miss-microing the courier there.
Yeah. You hate to see it. Let's take a quick look at mid lane if we get the chance to.
Of course.
It is dead even between Red 2 and Batrider, so despite the fact that this is pretty heavily Batrider favored. Oh, bottom lane?
Oh yeah, they've caught AB1. The Vacuum pulls him back. El Misho will fall as a trade there. Vitaly is going to try and do what he can here on over to the Pudge. Won't be able to finish him off. Does have the Hood of Defiance components though, so he's going to drop those.
Yep. Vitaly probably would have chased him down, but his courier was just delivering his boots, and he got the boots arriving after he backed up a little bit from DNM. We had him before, would have been quite nice. Pudge is dead.
No, he's taking 0 damage from the Ion Shell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hood of Defiance dead. I thought he would be dead there for sure.
Yeah.
But between the Hood of Defiance and the Flesh Heap, he managed to survive that one.
Yeah, I mean, he popped the Hood of Defiance active as well on top of Flesh Heap, so that's a decent amount of mana. Is he dead?
Silencer is dead?
Silencer's dead? Someone's dead in this bottom lane in a matter of moments. He does have mana for the Avalanche, goes ahead and lets it rip, and now DNM has to back on out.
Yep.
Yeah, that is... I'm surprised he's playing so aggressive on the Silencer.
There's a lot of kill potential. He's going to toss him back in 2 seconds.
Ooh,
there it is.
He gets
off
it.
onto Vitaly.
He pops the Flesh
Heap.
Heap.
The Flesh Heap.
Gonna try and do what he
He's
can.
still
The
taking
Vacuum.
a bit of damage.
Does he get the hook? He needs to. No, a great block by El Misho, and that's gonna be a kill.
One auto attack will finish him off. Actually, yeah, the Ion Shell does it.
Dude, this bottom lane is a disaster from the side of 5RAT. I mean, he's still farming really well on the Pudge, but You should be crushing this lane.
Yeah.
This is our.
Right. I mean, at the very least, Red 2 is overperforming over the mid lane. It is. You're a little bit behind the Bat Rider now, but you're definitely ahead of where you should be. We're about to see 6 minutes roll around, so it is nighttime. Support's going to start to rotate, and they'll definitely try to come in for these power runes. Whether or not the kill happens in the mid, we'll see.
They're not going to get him. Speed in trouble, ends up sprouting Kataro off, but Kataro finishes him.
And it gives him enough healing that he...
Tons of health back.
Yeah, not able to finish, get finished off by little Nick now.
All right, that's a big kill top.
6 minutes rolls around. Albion, Zebra, and Elmitro are going to run into each other at the power runes, but it'll spawn top. And it'll go to analog. Regen. Top lane. Speed just TPs directly on top of Kataro here, and little Nick tries to commit with the tag team, but there's only 1 point in it, so it's really not doing that much bonus damage to him.
We've seen them run this Bloodseeker Rubik lane, I think twice. Or this is the 3rd time. They actually ran this in all 3 games, was Bloodseeker Rubik. Mid lane, Ember gonna get his phase boots, but an avalanche on the backside into the toss, and a lasso. Does they have the damage? Not at all. 20 stick charges, and Red 2 is gonna try and turn it around here, maybe finish off Analog as well. Shards to block off the retreat, but he has a regen rune. He's fine. Okay. Back to farming on the Ember, I suppose.
Speaking of Ember Spirit,
he did. Nice.
Speaking of Ember Spirit, we're 7 minutes in. He still doesn't have the bottle. He just got phase boots and a Blightstone.
Bottom lane, Pudge dismembered. Vitaly ends up dropping the wall and kind of whiffs with it.
Ouch. Red 2 went too far into the enemy's tier 1 tower, aggroed onto him, TP to base, and now he's got a remnant back out. Waste a lot of time here, and he's gonna miss an entire creep wave because of it. Well, most of a creep wave. You're not gonna. Ooh, analog blundered. Anyways, top lane, speed up here, putting a lot of pressure on this top tier 1, and they're gonna try to come in on Kataro.
They have Snowball. It's not gonna be able to catch on the Blood Right. Nice. Nice though. Once again, Speed will just TP on home. AB1 and Little Nick though, they're not going to be nearly as lucky. You have no TP on the Tusk, so you lose the Silencer. Probably going to lose the Tusk here as well. Actually, Firefire is expired. It doesn't matter. He'll still get him.
Yeah.
Wrath of Nature plus tag team. Hello?
Nature.
Okay, not enough.
That thing is standing on its last brick.
Mid lane, Red 2 about to finish off El Misho, gets the kill.
Yep. So they're finding kills over the map right now on 5RAT, but find a couple things on Alliance as well.
Bottom lane?
Bottom lane.
Yeah.
And top. Rupture comes out on the speed. Are they going to dive this?
Sprout. Yeah, they're not going to. The Tusk TP makes it way too hard. So this is kind of what should be happening. Pudge should be able to just solo bottom and kill, you know, this Darkseer if he shows up. And he's finally at that moment now. He's going to have phase boots coming out. At this point, you just need to start getting to that Aghanim's up there as soon as possible.
Once you have the Aghanim Scepter done, yeah, you just do a ton of damage. You didn't need BKBs completed pretty quickly on Alliance. You've almost got the Maelstrom done on Bloodseeker, but they've slowed down his farm just by moving all these heroes back up to the top lane. So we're now past the point where you can realistically deal with the Pudge on the Darkseer. These 2 points in the Flesh Heap is what I was talking about. Like at this point, you get on top of them. You're literally doing no damage. You pop the Hood of Defiance. Afterwards, you can tank up the majority of the Ion Shell, and then you can pop Flesh Heap again. Like, you're just boned, man. Red 2 is starting to recover. He opts to skip the bottle that he queued up, instead just go for this Orb of Corrosion. I mean, you want to be playing this one pretty fast. I mentioned at the start of this game, if you draw this out late, like this Bloodseeker's gonna have BKB, Mjolnir, and Aghanim Shard, which is gonna give him pure damage to tear through Pudge. Like, box Alliance into their base as quick as possible and stop them from drawing this one out. And I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, you will have like a right-click carry in the form of the Nature's Prophet late game, which is what we've seen 5RATFORCESTAFF do previously as well, right? They have kind of like a semi-core, you know, in the safe lane for
Dude, Little Nick
DNM.
went way too far into the enemy team's jungle. What are you doing, my man?
He's just gonna go, you know, try and place some little wardies, but it didn't quite work out. But we've seen this before, where like DNM played like a semi-core, and then Speed played the actual carry. I think it was a Leshrac, right? They played Leshrac on DNM safe lane, and then an off lane Prophet. And Speed was just like the actual late game carry. But Pudge is similar to Lesh in the fact that he can still do an immense amount of damage in the late game.
Analog and Elmisho both smoked up, and I'm heading through the jungle right now. If you run to DNM, I'm not sure you can find the kill onto him. It's like the worst person. The smoke popped over here, and they placed the observer ward down, but yeah, he caught into their own observer.
Red 2 is here. Oh, doesn't throw the chains though.
I don't think they can win this if Red 2 joins, so Alliance need to back off. That thing will get dewarded pretty quickly once AB1 hits back over there. He doesn't want to right now, as he figures he'll probably get killed underneath all these heroes.
I love watching neutral items get killed by Darkseer's Ion Shell and fly across the map. It's good stuff.
And do be kind of hype.
All right, AB1 gets the deward. The toss in, though, into the lasso. He will be able to go ahead and grab Elmisho. Avalanche does only connect up on the top, and Tiny will go down to the dismember. They've trapped the Battalion for now, but the surge away. He should be okay. Analog, though, that Firefly is expired, and DNM is here to help like just seal the deal. That's a dead Batrider. Double kill now for the Pudge, and a third kill happens mid lane. It looks like they take down the Rubik.
Yeah, it looked like chased down by the Ember Spear, and Tuskus did that one at all. Yeah, he did manage to get on top of him with the ice shards, but 2 Sleight of Fist basically seals the deal. Elmisho coming in the mid, but he teleports into 3 heroes.
Yeah, they're just doing what they can to try and tank this tower for this catapult. They really want to try and grab this. But Batrider's coming in. The Fade Bolt doing a good chunk of damage as well. It's time to leave.
Oh my god. He has a double army of treants down the bottom lane with Speed.
Yeah. So you get bottom tower at least. You didn't get mid, but you get bottom. That will give them the fortification again, though. And the catapult mid lane still actually alive somehow. Back behind this tower, though. Lil Nick's going to get found. Does have the snowball here for a moment, but he's going right into the hands of the enemy team. Elmisho actually has no toss and no avalanche. Gardic, dude, the curse from AB1 is doing so much damage here. There's going to be the toss. And one more auto attack from Elmisho. Should seal the deal.
Fudge, but who cares, honestly?
He's got the hook and the dismember. They have the vacuum there and an avalanche to try and cancel this. DNM, you can't actually win the fight there alone, so he's dead. Good attempt, though. Almost manages to find the kills.
Surprised he didn't pop the Flesh Sheep earlier. He could have just, like, activated it, then walked with the Rupture on him out of that silence there. Or, sorry, out of everything. But instead, he just sticks around.
Yeah, I mean, your Pudge like goes in as the rest of your team goes out, so definitely some miscommunication there. If they don't do that, I'm pretty sure they actually find that kill onto the Bloodseeker. If they fully commit. Otherwise, Pudge just needed to farm.
Yeah, he's pretty late on activating the Rupture. He ended up taking like 600 pure damage from that Rupture instead of just popping the Flesh Sheep, because I think you don't take damage from it at level 1 Rupture.
I don't know how much the damage instances are.
I was testing it a little bit in lobby. I think you're basically good with 3 points of Flesh Sheep with level 1 Rupture.
I know it blocks almost all of it, so it's good enough.
As the game goes on, you start taking damage though. Then you get to like 33 and 44 and 55%. Bottom lane. Tusk is get a snowball in the Gardic. He's gonna get silenced up and killed here though. Lil Nick
is only level 5 still.
Yeah, I mean he just keeps on finding himself caught out.
Maybe when he said first game Tusk, he wasn't lying.
Yeah. The goddamn shame Elmisho hasn't given many tips.
AB1 needs to be careful. Surged in on the Tiny.
They'll get the avalanche onto him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and the toss back. That's all he wanted. Sends him right into the hands of the Batrider. An easy pickup there. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ember Spirit, he's found the Rubik. Bloodright comes out to try and buy him space. Speed just jumps in super aggressively, but there's Kataro here. They decide they'll just settle for the Rubik, and Kataro goes back to farming. He does more important things like getting gold.
He doesn't have time to save his supports. I mean, he really wants to get the BKB Aghanim Shard done. I'm not sure if he builds the Mjolnir before or after the Aghanim Shard. Probably before.
I don't think you're actually like, I don't think you really want to rush the shard on the Bloodseeker. I think you're fine waiting until like 5th or 6th item.
I don't know if you wait that long.
I mean, you definitely go like Maelstrom, BKB, Basher. At that point, maybe shard.
I guess Basher first makes sense. Just be able to stop people from running away. Interrupt the Nature's Prophet TP. But yeah, Pudge is just about done his own Aghanim Scepter. He's only like 500 gold away now.
Scan up onto the high ground. Red 2 does get the Maelstrom or the Sleight of Fist reveal. Nice shards block onto that ramp as they look for more. Chains here onto Tiny once again. Gartic's going to steal the change. They decide better. They're not going to even consider taking that high ground.
Yeah,
they need to back away.
Get vision advantage back now on Alliance and laser them away. Red 2 wants to stick around and try to punish Gartic for grabbing the ward.
There's the snowball.
We're gonna go for it, but
he brought the boys in. The hook comes through. Does connect onto El Misho. The global silence doing some work. Your Pudge is not in there. He doesn't have the Ags either. They're doing a lot of damage here with this Nature's Prophet, though. They do manage to find the kill. Rupture onto DNM, and Lil Nick will TP on out. Silencer on the backside.
Everyone is so low, they can't actually commit onto this.
Dies to Gartic as a Fade Bolt comes through. He pops that Flesh Heap, trying to survive, going for the Dismember, but he's just dead. It's all up to the Ember, and it's all up to Speed, but the Fade Bolt again finds the kill, and Nature's Prophet trying to TP on home. He's still got Lasso. He hasn't used Lasso, and of all runes to find, he gets a regen. Speed dies as well. Ends up being a 5 for 2. You're fighting 100 some odd goal away from an Ags on the Pudge. These are the biggest mistakes you can make as a core Pudge.
Yeah. Little Nick. You try to go into the Gartic. I mean, if you snowball into that one, you die. Like, you're just chain feeding at that point. You've got to cut your losses. And I don't think 5RAT are winning the early game hard enough. Again, you're making these crucial mistakes as you're so close to these items. I think this is how things fall apart.
I mean, those BKB 2 deaths for DNM, like, slowed his Ags down by over 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you should have about a 13 to 14 minute Ags on this hero.
Well, you're exaggerating a little bit.
I mean, with the lane he had, absolutely, he should have about a 13 or 14 minute Ags. I feel like he's just, the 2 deaths he had back to back like slowed him down so much.
Yeah, Kataro does have the Basher keyed up next. You're right about that one. I don't imagine it'll be too long before he gets the Aghanim Shard. I mean, it just gets better as the game goes on, as Pud gets more health.
Mid lane, Gartic gets found here by Speed and Silencer. He sticks around and gets the end. Walrus Punch in the mid lane is going to find Vitalia with a nice Syrian Chains to hold him in place. He ends up dropping the wall as well. Okay, 2 pickoffs for 5RAT. Those are actually pretty nice.
Oh, Pudge finds another shell.
That's a good one. That is a very good one. I mean, he's low armor, but it's a lot of damage.
Yeah. He's got phase boots already, though, so he's got bonus armor from that one. You think he picks up any armor items, or goes into something like a BKB next?
He needs BKB very badly. Because he needs to be able to full duration dismember people, and Vacuum is too easy to cancel. There is still Lasso. You still have...
They got Vision of Red, too.
Oh, yes, they
He's
do.
under the ward.
Global Silence does come through. The BKB instantly into the Lasso, though. Ember Spirit, he's gone.
Little Nick didn't grab him in the snowball.
Yeah, he didn't. You're right. Walrus punch out from Nick, trying to hobble away, but obviously Katara will continue the chase. No problem at all. DNM up on the high ground. They're looking for these heroes. Analog.
Radiant's courier has made one last run to heaven.
Just keeps refreshing that arcane curse. It's never going to go away. Hook comes through, swing and a miss.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Like that, Red 2's game is getting a lot more difficult as you go down like this one. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on Tusk to be able to properly save people. It feels like so crucial every time we see a Tusk cape. Dude.
All right, Pudge comes in. I mean, this is what you want to do, the dismember, but it's instantly canceled by a telekinesis. Walrus punch to the backside, catches the Bat Rider. You're just fighting underneath this rot, but the BKB from Kitaro is too good. He just walks away now, and on the backside, Speed trapped here. They drop the wall as well. Kitaro just running them down one by one. 4 dead and about to be a 5th, as Red 2's got nowhere to go. He is out of remnants. Does he survive?
He's going.
You gotta blink. Oh, he blinks north instead. All right, he's out.
Yeah, he's got Arcane Rune here too, so he is just like spamming his skill. It's too difficult for them to get their hands on him.
Kataro's basher too.
Yeah, in that middle of that fight, like he commits the rupture on a Pudge, force him to use his flesh heap right away, and then like switches targets over the Tusk. He's basically just switching over to people to like heal up to full HP and then staying on top of Pudge again afterwards. It's pretty sick.
He's going Lincoln.
But yeah, there's the basher. He's just gonna stick on top of Pudge in these team fights now that he's got the basher done. It doesn't matter if Pudge is his BKB finished now.
Yeah, I love the Lincolns. This is like one of the perfect Pudge counter items. Like you can't actually play this hero into a
Bottom
Lincolns.
lane? So he's gonna try to go on Kitaro.
And he has no BKB. The Gleipnir is there. Rupture does come out.
He bashes him though?
Dude, no way he gets that kill first, right? Okay, Speed in some trouble. Telekinesis. Jump
Tiny's
on forward. Gets him with the sleight of fist. Tiny in the trees. Do they know? He blinks
He's gonna
south.
try to go for Speed. Is he? Does he know that Speed's here? Speed knows that Elmisho's here. Elmisho's gonna try to get away. But he's got no TP like you mentioned. He probably just dies here. So, nice kill there by Speed. Risky play, but they managed to find it.
Yeah, it ended up working.
They get the kill off out of the Rubik too, so nice recovery by them. Misho decides to show himself now. Bat Rider is pretty far away still.
Yeah, with the Dismember, that is an easy pick off, and they will see the Bat Rider. He ends up not getting the Flesh Heap for that, and Lasso comes out onto the Pudge. They've got Vitali here as well. But again, still pretty tanky. Flesh Heap now going to expire, and this is where he's going to die. Yeah.
Yeah, tries to TP out, but he just ended up going down. And now the Tenderize to AB1. If you can get the bash on him for the first hit! Come on, man!
Calculated. Absolutely calculated. We saw him do the same thing yesterday.
You know, when you're good, you just bash, I suppose.
Yeah, you just gotta... He's a Dota Plus Diamond subscriber, I believe.
I really need to upgrade my platinum.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's quite a difference in price, but the perks are endless, you know.
Guess I'm not eating this month.
Has there been a single update to Dota Plus in like 3 years?
Yeah.
Has there really?
Didn't we get a big Dota Plus update like 6 months ago or something? Yeah, we got the ignore list. That is the big, like, the best
avoid
part.
Yeah, I mean the avoid list was the big one. Yeah. Oh, they also added a bunch of like sets from 1995, I think. They added a bunch of sets from then into the game.
Ooh, I hope they got Super Mario Bros. In that.
There's some good ones in there.
Hype.
All right, Nature's Prophet. I mean, he is farming pretty dang well here. Speed, maybe he could become like the late game carry in terms of right clicking that they need. But Kataro's Bloodseeker is super farmed, man. The Lincolns will slow down his actual damage a little bit, but it is something that's required. You have to be able to have a Lincoln so you don't get dismembered. Because if this Bloodseeker gets full duration dismembered, I don't know where the damage from Alliance is going to come from in these fights.
Yeah, so they'll have to do better at protecting him. I mean, you can always interrupt the dismember with the lasso. Eventually, you'll have
smoking up onto the high ground. DNM's gonna get found. The avalanche, the toss back. He has no flesh heap. He is super dead. They even dropped the lasso onto him, and DNM goes down.
Yep, and they move it to Roshan immediately after. Yeah, Kataro's got the Lincoln Sphere queued up. He bought the ultimate orb out of the side shop there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's the item to counter the Pudge. If he doesn't get full duration dismembered, the Lincoln Sphere should prevent that, and we'll be very safe in fights.
They scan it out. Little Nick has stolen many an Aegis.
Oh, he almost does it again.
Not today.
He went for it. You know, That would have been impressive. That would have been impressive.
Little Nick, the true American hero, man. Never back down.
Good to be this good.
Another true American hero, PPD.
It's true.
That's our guy back when we had the Aegis, Ricky.
That's one of the voice lines I probably should have bought. That would have been a good one.
Looks like the Dire figured out
I should have
where
bought the
Radiant's
PPD
top
one
tower
as well.
is. Radiant's top
Hindsight's
tower has
2020.
been biscuit.
Oh, gonna put some pressure on the towers. I mean, you can feel as this game goes on, it is getting harder for 5RAT. And next, he's got that Aghanim Shard queued up on the Bloodseeker. Kataro feels invincible right now.
He should indeed. It's quite good.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
Red 2 pings this one out as if they want to go for it, but I don't think they can fight into this just now. Not with the Aegis still on the Bloodseeker.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball.
God, the damage comes out slow when he doesn't have Blood Rage on.
Yeah.
But if I was, I'd bet on
They're
Radiant's top tower coming.
They're set up here on this triangle. Like, I don't really know how you can test this on the side of 5RAT, so I think they're just definitely choosing not to. As they head bottom, Pudge almost to his BKB.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
And a
That takes
BKB
so
is
long.
done on the Aegis Prophet.
Radiant's top tower just got stomped to pieces. If Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that
All right,
bottom
tier
tower,
2
there's
down
not
in the
gonna be a tower
top lane.
left.
We'll open up Outpost. It's not the one that's easy to get to, unfortunately, though. So they'll be able to hold it still on 5RAT for the moment. But they know exactly where they are. They just keep cutting this mid lane. The
Two?
smoke gets popped. Nice Searing Chains onto 2 with a Rupture into the toss. The Global does come out. He's got a BKB. He's got a TP on out, but
Football, horse racing.
he's going to have to Remnant away first.
But if I was,
Looking for this Bloodseeker. Lincoln's does get popped. The hook off the mark.
my eyes right now. Hope Dire's middle tower is insured.
So they use Global Silence, they expend that 9-second BKB on the Ember Spirit, but they do keep him alive. That was very close. If you go down there, regardless of using those those two things, you definitely lose this tier 2 mid.
Oh, man,
Now
yeah,
they might be
Lotus
forced
now,
to
too.
back off. Yep. Speed's got his own BKB completed, by the way.
Yeah, as I was saying, he finished his BKB. He's jungling, but
Radiant's middle tower.
And TP's down to the bottom lane. I mean, as soon as they see this on Dire, they're probably just going to commit even harder for this tier 2 tower. That's exactly what they do. Kataro's on it.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
The 2 minutes on the Aegis and Speed and Tusk just showing underneath the creep wave in the bottom lane. They feel confident they can just get this tower.
yeah, and he just needs to get. Ooh, they're TPing down on an analog. He's got an Invis rune pop for this.
Got smashed all to hell.
Yep. The question is if he can find anybody. They will scout him out underneath the sentry ward if they get vision of him. And I think, yeah, Nature's Prophet's going to see him under the sentry.
Wipe into the Walrus Punch. Nice lasso, but Speed's
He's
gonna
got to play with vision in order to get away.
Yeah,
And
he's got a blink
Speed's just got
dagger
to
still to play
TP
with.
out pretty quickly here because Kataro's coming.
Backside of the fight there. Hook. El Micho dodges it out once again. You do have a BKB on the Pudge now. Rupture's going to connect onto him. DNM needs help, but Speed, he's managed to find the Darks here. Nice wall, though.
Oh my
back to the
God,
lane.
the damage!
Yeah, DNM's just instantly dead to the Bloodseeker. The Lincoln Sphere making him impossible to play against. And Speed, the BKB trying to run away, but Kataro right on his heels.
As soon as he gets it back,
It's not going to look good for you.
dead.
Avalanche in from El Micho. The tree toss as well. Gleipnir does come through. He's got a TP, but
got a
one
TP
more auto
out,
attack
but-
to find the kill. Kataro he's off to the races, man. There's not much you can do at this point.
Yeah, you see how fast? Just 100 to 0 there on the Pudge.
Yep.
He doesn't even have the shard yet either. He's deciding to go for the Mjolnir first, so
I think he'll just maybe get shard off second Roche if he needs it, but it's not doesn't feel super essential. Mid lane, Batali taking a ton of damage. AB1 gets pulled back, and they will finish off the Darks here. AB1 though, up onto the high ground. He's got vision off of Bloodseeker.
no
Doesn't
first
get
hit
the
bash
bash
this time.
Yeah, not this time, sir. You can only get lucky so many times.
Your your diamond subscription to Dota Plus has run out, I'm afraid.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, it's a 6K lead for the side of Alliance. Just been slowly creeping up here. Aegis about to expire now on the Bloodseeker as he finishes the Mjolnir.
Yep. And he really shouldn't be sticking around any longer. They realized that the Aegis expired. They saw Bloodseeker underneath the creep wave over here. Bloodseeker sees them underneath this board. Please turn around, Kataro. You know better. Don't do it. Red 2 knows.
He feels
He's somewhere around here. He's gonna see.
Oh, Nature's Prophet on the backside manages to find the Rubik. He's got a BKB and a Glype here. He's gonna use it. Analog comes in. The Global Silence though will protect him for the moment, but there it is. Bloodseeker in some trouble. Ooh, nice hook. Will find Vitaly the Lotus Orb to protect him, but speed. He's got the Bloodseeker on top of him. And now he's turning his attention over to the Pudge. He pops the BKB, but you do not win these fights, sir. Kataro with a double kill will end up losing. Analog there as well. Another BKB coming out from Red 2.
Toss on the wrong hero, though.
He's just too damn strong. El Misho will be...
Oh, no. Oh, little Nick tries to commit onto him, but every kill he gets, he's just going to heal up more and more. Red 2, who's all out of remnants, trying to hide in the trees. Kataro, there's no shot he gets. Chases him. El Misho messed that one up though. The toss came out of the Bloodseeker, ends up interrupting it. If he had stayed on top of Red 2 there, Red 2 would be dead.
Yeah. It seems there's a Bloodseeker problem in this game, Neff. I'm not 100% sure.
What would you say the solution is?
Going next?
Go next. All right, boys, time to call it. Good effort.
Yeah, he's just going to go Abyssal Blade now. You can just look at the damage in the fights, dude. It's like 9,000 damage almost from the Bloodseeker. He's doing as much damage as the entirety of 5RATS is. This is now the third or fourth game from Kataro on this Bloodseeker that he has just absolutely dominated. The thing is, I feel like if this Pudge had a much... had his items like at a slightly better timings this game, like he would be at like the 17,000 net worth right now. But the fact that they lost those early game fights and they slowed down his item progression so much, I feel like he's paid for it so much now.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom
So instead of trying to fight into them again at this bottom tier 2, they're going to give up their last outer tower. It'll buy them a little bit of time. I mean, best case scenario, they get the jump on the Bloodseeker. It is all him doing the damage in these fights, right? If they can actually find the kill onto him, great.
Yeah, it's not easy though. Like they don't really have the damage anymore. Like the only hero that's going to do the damage enough to kill the Bloodseeker, it really is the Nature's Prophet. He does have the Sprout Leash now, but he's smart enough to hold a Quelling Blade still on Kataro. Now that is something that may become a problem in the future, but for now, he's not giving up that Quelling Blade slot. Top lane, Nick looking for Analog. There's going to be the blink on forward into the Walrus Punch, and that is a super fast kill.
Tiny was TPing up here, but cancels it. Realized the team won't be up there in time, but the other 4 heroes in the team are smoked up and moving into them.
This is a super fast Rosh. Honestly, if they can snipe the Rosh away from the side of Alliance here, they're in a really good spot, but instead Red 2. I mean, he's got an Axe, actually. Yeah, he's got the Axe.
You just move across the map with this thing.
The downside is you just spent 4 remnants.
You'll get them back. 4 remnants in a BKB. That might open up the opportunity for Roshan. We'll see. D&M's moving over to the pit to scout this one out for now, though. Or at least I thought he was.
Yeah,
they scout it.
Got it with the stolen summon treants. Classic. Yeah. Kataro walks on into Rosh. He's just going to get it started. And in his second Rosha will have the shard. He didn't have to buy it earlier. So
I think they saw the blood right on the outside of the pit thanks to this observer ward by AV1.
Yeah.
And yeah. He's going to hesitate, slow down now. Batrider's back up. Get over to the pit, and BKB is still on cooldown on the Ember Spirit for another 30 seconds. So, in my opinion, you smoke up here. You try to take a fight while this BKB is still on cooldown. Or maybe not even smoke. I guess they don't have one, so they'll just walk right into them if they can.
Does Vitaly have a blink? I guess 4-staff though. Lotus Orb up onto the Bloodseeker. The Rupture comes out onto DNM.
No.
And a lasso as well. He never gets the Flesh Heap. And he's dead. That's the Aether Lens cast range buff, man. Very strong.
Yeah. You're actually going to take a lot of damage here on the Bloodseeker. Like, this Remnant is burning you down on top of the damage you're taking from Roshan. Alright, Vitaly will tank this one up instead.
Nick,
little
can
Nick,
he do it again?
Nick, He can't help himself.
In comes Red 2. Never mind. Onto the Roche pit. He's got a snowball. Global comes down. Red 2 snatches the Aegis. Well played by him. He's just going to get bashed up by Kataro, though. The BKB is spent. Kataro did get the shard, but there's no remnants left. He's dead.
He's Abyssal Bladed. He's gone.
And meanwhile, Speed trying to split push in some capacity.
Wait, who got the shard?
Bloodseeker.
It was Bloodseeker? Yeah. I see it on him now. Double damage rune as well. Oh my god, it just keeps getting worse.
I mean, you at least stopped an Aegis pickup on the Bloodseeker, which would have been probably GG. But it's still not looking good. There's a 13k lead for the Alliance squad here, and it's just gonna keep getting worse, I think. I don't know how, like, where your late game's gonna come from. Like, this Pudge is never contributing in these fights anymore.
Yeah, he's falling off completely. I mean, what would you chalk this up to? Just DNM not being familiar enough with the hero? I feel as if a lot of these problems just came from the beginning of the laning phase and kind of compounded from there.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
He took way too much damage. He ended up like even going down to the Darkseer.
Speed?
Speed is dead.
I feel like he saw the Rubik coming and just did not respect the fact that
my man, what are you doing? How did he get there?
So, I mean, he was sitting up there, put a ward, and was like farming the Ancients and trying to cut bottom. But I think he just forgot that Rubik has an insane cast range on the wards, and he just like placed a sentry under him from like the ramp, and obviously just revealed him, and he didn't realize it.
Yeah, he's got Eye of Vizier for 125 cast range, Aether Lens, and his Arcane Supremacy is maxed out. Like, his cast range for wards, which are like near melee range, or is this longer than NP's attack range?
Yeah, it's like 900 or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a little awkward. Mid lane. Red 2 needs to be careful. I'll just remnant away. Nick's going to cut this bottom wave. Do it, son. Got it. He's not going to do it. It's double catapult. This is a really dangerous wave. Katara with a DD rune now popped. Ion Shell on top of him. He's going to make quick work of this. He's also about to get his level 25, so the double rupture shard, or the double rupture charges is now online. So if you think the Pudge was dying to one rupture, he gets to kill a second target now for fun. Jump in, lasso into the rupture. He's got the Ember. They do manage to get the global off, but Kataro, he drops the second rupture now onto DNM. The Pudge trying to run away here, but Bloodseeker so damn strong. He gets him. The Lincoln Sphere does come through. Kataro underneath the trees, though. Nature's Prophet's got him. They will bring him down finally for 2,300 gold almost. I mean, it cost you a buyback and 2 cores, but you got the Bloodseeker. There's no way that's worth it, right? Toss out. They've caught Nick. Telekinesis into the vacuum. He dies as well.
According to the fight recap, that was about even.
I mean, you're going to lose your base, though.
I mean, who hits the buildings right now? Tiny can kind of do it, but without the Bloodseeker alive, this is very slow.
Get in there, Bat Rider. You can do it.
Yeah, hit those buildings.
I think they're realizing
everyone's got to do their part with the
buyback.
Bloodseeker gun. Yeah.
All right, fort number 2.
Is it taking them so long?
Kataro just laughing at his team. He's like, good one, guys. Real good. Stolen Curse. That's quite good.
You need me.
All right, they finally got it. Melee barracks down.
On their way
Speed
out
coming
now.
in, trying to
Oh,
cancel
God.
TPs. Ends up somehow missing the Bat Rider. Hook off the mark as well. Gardic into the trees. He's gone. Slide Chains will connect. Okay. They will find 1 kill, but man, that is not enough.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to try to look for more with Red 2, but I guess he doesn't feel confident enough to go forward. Oh, super long death timer on this Bloodseeker. He held on buyback for a little while, but now he purchases out a refresher orb. So, you thought 1 rupture was bad. You thought 2 ruptures was bad. What about 4 rupture?
For some reason, I'm just now getting the fight recap. I don't know why it took this long, but yeah, somehow favorable for 5RAT in terms of gold, but all of it going to the Nature's Prophet. So He's not sharing the wealth anytime soon.
No, it will not trickle down.
Got it.
Do we have any big talents? I mean, you're talking about the refresher orb, of course, now with the Bloodseeker.
You know what?
For
You're
4
a big
ruptures,
talent,
but...
Ricky. How about that?
Ooh. Dismembered duration, huh? I mean, you definitely go the dismembered duration. It just feels bad because you're not getting a lot of dismembers off this
that
game.
compliment. Team fight going on now, though.
Oh, and they do manage to get a nice wall down. The vacuum not going to do much as they are protected there for the moment. The Gleipnir comes out. Bloodseeker trapped inside the Sprout, but he pops the refresher. He's looking for Speed. He's not going to be able to find him. If Speed gets another trap onto Kataro, it's huge. He needs to get out of here. He caught him with the chains, the Force Staff forward, the hook on in. They're going to be able to get him. Kataro goes down. He bought back. Or he bought out for this. They just kited the fight.
Yeah, if he can't get his hands on anyone, they just lose it. This is insane.
And he's not done chasing.
Here.
He's trapped the Rubik into a Sprout. Red 2 comes on in for some fun. They managed to take down 3 from the side of Alliance. I mean, they can... Do they have creeps soon? They do. They're not that far away.
30 seconds it'll be here. I mean, you have one fortify right now. You'll have another when this when this tier 3 goes down. At the very least, you're gonna be able to fight with 4 heroes. But I don't think you can take a fight into 5 round without the Bloodseeker.
No, I don't think you can either. They're definitely gonna get a tier 3. Plus, I would say the whole lane here. They can't really get much more than that, as the Bloodseeker will be up shortly after. But that is a full lane of barracks. They'll save the second fort most likely. No reason. They'll just sack this one.
Yeah. If they try to go tier 4s, they'll pop it.
Well, Pudge now queuing up a Lincoln Sphere, which is quite good. If he can stop the lasso or any of these abilities that are like preventing him from getting a full dismember, it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Also preventing the rupture too, so.
Bloodseeker now going for a blink dagger. Realize it's too hard for him to get on top of targets. He needs to quickly get on top of somebody to blow him up. But he's taken 2 deaths in a row. He's been not in the game the last like 3-4 minutes now.
Yeah, there were 2 100-second death timers basically back to back.
Yeah.
And suddenly your net worth lead was what? Almost 20k. It was about 18,000. It's down to 7,000. We have a game on our hand, neph. It's a casual 5RATFORCESTAFF experience. What would you expect?
I expect nothing else. Every time I see this happens, and never am I surprised.
Yeah.
5RAT has not surprised me once.
Smoked up on the side of Alliance. Level 25 now on the lasso. Or, I'm sorry, on the Bat Rider on the lasso. I mean, what more is he than just a lasso? So the Sticky Napalm charges. That talent is super obnoxious to play around. Trying to smoke up mid. El Misho trying to break the smoke. They will see them here. I mean, if they can get Gardic, it's massive, but he gets the Force Staff away.
Oh, no.
Telekinesis as well. Nick might be in the middle of nowhere. It does get a Force Staff, but the chase is going to continue. There's the Rupture. There's no real way to save him here. That is a dead Tusk.
Yeah.
Now, I think he might need to back away from this fight.
It was a bit quick to drop that snowball.
Yeah, if you don't get that Blink Walrus punch, it's going to be rough. Speed did hit 25, so this is actually pretty huge. He can rat out really hard now.
For the remove teleportation cooldown. He's working on a refresher orb as well. I'm not crazy about this one. The double BKB.
Yeah, I like this side. He changed it.
Yeah.
I think it makes much more sense. Like, if you can get the initiation on some of these heroes with just the teleport into a scythe, like you catch them off guard or something, it's pretty sick. DNM is all the way bottom right now.
Your tier 3 is dying.
Nice telekinesis.
Bloodseeker manages to bring it down to like 50% HP before he backs off. It was a long Rosh timer, so this does favor 5RAT. They'll have time to have Tusk get back into the game.
And again, they can keep split pushing on the Nature's Prophet. He's managed to... he's going to force someone back to the bottom. And he just goes up top, sprouts some more treants, heads back to the fountain. They are smoked on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF here, though, as they did finish up the Lincolns on the Pudge. In terms of buybacks, Nature's Prophet, Ember, Silencer. All available for 5RAT. Oh, might see the engagement. Does he get the ward on the high ground? He does. They see him. Walrus Punch comes out into the hook. Vitali in no man's land as they get... He doesn't BKB, but there's going to be the Global Silence. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Speed, though. He's in the middle of the enemy team, but a big Sprout actually might buy them some space. The Ember gets held down. He's dead without the buyback, and now Silencer in the middle of the fray. Big Wrath of Nature comes through. He just has a decent chunk of damage there as he takes down the Rubik, but that's a big win. Ember Spirit dying there, getting lasted up. He needs a Lincoln Sphere now, clearly.
Yeah, he needs a lot of things. He bought out there, though.
Yeah, he bought a Scythe, right?
Yeah, so he isn't able to come back into this one. Oh, no.
Speed like TP'd right onto the high ground and nearly died like immediately when he got in, but luckily for him there wasn't a sentry.
They don't know. They don't know. Roshan is up, my friends. All right.
Misho scouts.
That's Misho God. Yep.
Dude, give the Ags to the Bloodseeker. I want it. The worst Ags in the game. Give it to me.
The good old Blood Mist. You know, this ability is very good in Dota auto chess.
I bet it's been changed in Dota auto chess.
Why?
Because the regular one is so bad.
No, it's really good. If you're hitting 5 heroes at once and you have like a Bloodstone and Bloodseeker.
Okay, I guess the enemy team, you know, all being in the same area without BKBs, you know.
Yeah, exactly. This thing owns in Dota auto. In Dota actual, you know, it might need a little bit of work. So instead they're gonna give it to Batrider.
Yeah, second lasso target within 600 AoE, pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, he's got Refresher Orb as well. The man's getting ready for the quad lasso. He's like some sort of powerful cowboy on analog. They'll make a DNM are fishing for something down in the bottom lane. I mean, if they could find Vitali, great. Oh no. Okay, Vitali's playing this actually incredibly safe. He just triple Ion Shells the wave instead of going himself.
And an Invis Pudge just walks on in and just kills it all.
Yeah,
he's
probably
gonna
go, hey, what happened? When he realizes the wave is pushing the opposite way.
It's like, didn't I just triple Ion Shell this way?
Yeah. Something ain't right here. Oh, looking to force somebody back now, so nice moves there by 5RAT.
Speed did finish up his Scythe and his holding buyback, so that's quite big. The thing is 5RAT here is probably just trying to stall this one out. They can't really afford to lose a fight at this point.
Oh no, 5RAT stalling again. I can't believe that. A long 5RATFORCESTAFF game. Teach this team one other trick.
DNM going for Hex. That is game plan here. They're just like, all right, everyone just get Scythes. We're done. If we can just get Scythes, maybe we win.
Yeah, get the Bloodseeker. I mean, the only issue with that is they have 2 Lotus Orbs already on Alliance, and they have for quite some time.
Little Nick pops the smoke. In some trouble. He gets lashed out. Misho to cancel it. They've got him, baby. He's going to be able to BKB. Pops the Lincolns. Tries to turn it around. Can he TP out? Not a chance. They got him, baby. 2 dead.
Yeah. Speed's been getting kind of greedy with these. Like, he'll try to TP out before popping his BKB. But he ends up paying for that one with his life. Red 2 is trying to give this Batrider the runaround, but battle set up for Silencer instead.
That's going to be a good dismember. That BKB about to
team
expire
is quite
from
far
analog.
from you.
Hex comes out into the hook. Yeah, his stomach's a little bit, or his eyes were bigger than his stomach maybe there. Is that the saying? That's the saying.
I am not familiar. That one was rough. I think they were running away from that Batrider at first, and I think they saw the majority of I saw Bloodseeker underneath the creep wave or something trying to push out the wave. They're like, wait, the only hero we're worried about isn't here. We can just turn around and kill this Batrider.
Yeah. There's a Wind Waker on Tiny, man. That'll get you out of Dismember.
Yeah, it'll also deal with the sheep sticks coming out onto the Bloodseeker. Like, again, if the game plan is keeping the Bloodseeker alive, when they drop these like sprouts, when they drop these hexes on him, the Wind Wakers, these Lotus Orbs, are a very big deal.
DNM TPing out. He is.
Yeah,
He is sure there is something going on there, as no one is pushing these bottom lane or mid lanes.
Yeah.
You will be able to get a nice ward out here on Nick, though. Question is, will they find anything with it? Vitaly would be a huge pickoff.
They ping him out. Bloodseeker's nearby, though. If they go on Vitaly here, they pay for this dearly. Yeah. So they continue to stall, just waiting for Bower to come back up. They don't have that much longer on the Aegis. It's only up for another minute. They really have to hustle after Batrider comes alive. 5 more seconds.
Well, they just get the D ward. They can't actually take the fight.
Probably place that with one of their own. Batrider comes out, Boots travels onto the wave. It's too difficult to push the high ground, though. Again, you have to worry about these hooks. You have to worry about getting poked by the Pudge. And you have full vision of the enemy team when you see them pushing the high ground. At that point, it just becomes too easy for Speed to jump the back line and kill somebody.
I mean, they get the fortification at least. But yeah, with 23 seconds left on the Aegis, I imagine they're just going to leave. Speaking of Speed, he's queued up a Nullifier. So doesn't want people to be able to get out of the Sprout, basically. You know, 4 staves, stuff like that. Wind Waker, I'm pretty sure it gets instantly dispelled. It's a good one. There's a DD rune in the river, man. That is a big rune. They'll have to bring NP in to come grab this, right?
Yeah. Do the Dire heroes see it, though? They're moving back to base. Yeah, they want to all move together if they're going to defend.
I mean, they've got double catapult and a massive wave in their base right now. They have to go deal with this. All right, they're just gonna take it on red too. Speed just still sitting in the fountain, waiting as they've got to deal with these creep waves.
Yeah. Well, Speed's got to deal with the creep waves as well. He TP's over to the mid. He cleared that one out.
At least denying the DD rune from Kataro might be good enough, at least for now. But, oh boy.
I mean, this is what you sign up for when you tune into a 5RATFORCESTAFF game.
They have to have the longest average game time of any team.
You know what you're getting yourself into. It's not even a meme anymore, you guys. Please, somebody help them. Teach them how to end a game faster, either for themselves or for the enemy.
Pudge about to get to level 25, so that will be the dismember damage and heal. Very good talent. Probably one of the most devastating talents. The problem is he doesn't have a lot of flesh heap stacks. Like, at this point... What? All right, DN, I'm triggered. Tusk caught out here by Analog. They ended up stealing Walrus Punch as well.
Why are you triggered?
He took the flesh heap stack bonuses.
Oh. I mean, he hasn't landed a Dismember in like a year, so...
I mean, you have Link and Sphere. You have the Dismember duration talent. That thing does, like... It pierces BKB. Like, it does, like, through magic immunity, a lot of damage.
Yeah, if you could pierce the Lincoln Sphere from Kataro, but again, he hasn't like managed to actually get a Dismember off on Kataro this game.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
I think maybe once and it's been interrupted.
I don't know. I feel like the flesh heap one is so bad. If it was like 2 times, it might be more viable, but it is really bad otherwise.
"30 seconds until we see when Roche respawns, and it looks like that's what Alliance is going to be targeting. I don't think you want to risk this going to 60 minutes, though.
Oh,
like, right now, you're in control of the map on Alliance. If this goes 60, you leave things up in the air to what neutral items you get, which is just kind of RNG.
Yeah, it definitely
I'm
is.
not a fan of that. Like, these items are designed to end games, because, like, 60 minutes, things are usually relatively even. But you can definitely win or lose based off of it.
I love the fact that they're absolutely nuts items.
I don't.
I think they should be stronger. I actually am very much in the favor of making tier 5 items stronger than they currently are.
They're very powerful, sir.
Like, for instance, Seer Stone should be like 2,000 cast range or something, and like Giant's Ring should be like 200% strength.
What
plus
if
like 200% move speed or something? You know, bring back
what
Ballista.
If Pirate Hat, instead of digging up a bounty rune, it removes money from the enemy team's bank's accounts?
Dude, like honestly, it just takes 20% gold from the enemy team, from every player.
No, like $20 from their bank account.
Oh, I see. Well, you'd probably have to set up like a. We'd have to have some like bank verification there, which is probably super annoying. Oh, well, Kataro's found the silencer. Does get a Force Staff save, but he's ruptured up. You're not getting out of there. Pudge, however, he's in trouble. Lincoln Sphere tried to protect him for the first lasso, but the refresher comes through for the second, and DNM now goes down. Oh boy, that is a disaster.
They both have buyback available. Speed is just getting back to work, split pushing down in the bottom lane though.
Yeah,
and somebody's gonna have to go back to deal with this.
53 seconds on the Roshan.
Yeah. But again, why wait? You want to force one of these buybacks.
We still don't have any Scythe pickups here on the side of Alliance. But Swift Blink plus the Abyssal Blade on Katara, of course, pretty scary. And the first Rupture there comes out. Pudge will buy back. Blink into the Walrus Punch. Nick unable to stay on top. And the toss back from El Micho. Oh boy. Nice. Wind Waker away. Unlucky. What can you do? Meanwhile, your base again forcing back at least the Bat Rider. I mean, his bot's cooldown is so low. It doesn't really matter all that much.
In the top lane, Vitaly did scout or guess correctly which lane Speed would be heading to, but
he does have the nullifier now.
there. Yeah.
Roche up right now. Is it going to get scanned? Both teams will see it. It just spawned. They're going to find Vitaly here. The Walrus Punch. Oh, Nick doesn't connect on it in time, but now they will find him. In comes the BKB, the Dismember. They don't get the Nullifier on in time, but there's going to be the Global Silence doing some work. Big wall standing him in place. Speed gets the Hex out onto the Rubik, but he needs to be able to get some more. It's going to be Katara on the backside chasing for DNM. He's going to die back, and Speed will fall as well. They do not have the damage to deal with the Bloodseeker at all. 4 dead. Triple kill for Vitaly.
Buys back, he heads back in. He's going to get Analog. Analog's
down. He will get Analog. That is true, but he's also dead.
He's only got 1 remnant left.
Does have a remnant away. Okay, wait a minute.
Last one. Yeah. That one's Rubik on the other side.
So yeah,
he tried to guess where Red 2 would be going, and he guessed incorrectly. So they managed to get the kill off on the Bat Rider at the very least, and Speed buys back into the game too.
So a 4 for 2 with 3 buybacks total getting spent. And this is 4th Roche, man. This is everything. 81 goes in.
Oh no, his Aeon just pops as soon as he enters the pit, and now he's gonna die.
He gets bashed up, stunned up by Roche. Buyback on the Bat Rider. They're looking for more on the front side. They will not find it. And that is gonna be 4th Roshan now going the way of Alliance. Man, multiple times this game, these initiations have just not panned out. If they get Vitaly up in the triangle, totally different. But he drags them all the way to the Roche pit. And then suddenly you're in a really bad spot.
So it's a blessing over to the Rubik now, so he's gonna have double spells. He's got Global Silence right now. What?
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not a bad one to steal.
I'm so dumb, I didn't even notice that.
I don't know how he stole it, but he did.
He must have used it already too, and I just didn't notice. B tier casters, Ricky.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
About.
Yeah, he's standing behind Katara. I mean, he's got Global Silence to work with. He can lift him out as well. He has so much cast range, and completes an Aeon Disc as well. It's being flown out to him on his courier. But this last set of racks, 15 seconds until Pudge is back up. This Fortify isn't going to be enough. They have to commit on the Bloodseeker. Otherwise, you give up Mega Creeps.
I mean, I don't know how you do. You need, like, the hook back from all these different spells, and, like, that's, like, your only avenue, but it's not going to happen. Speed farming for next game.
Look, man, he's not 10 slotted yet. He's got the Aghanim Shard queued up. Speed has been playing his goddamn heart out. Okay?
I mean,
we're giving him shit, but...
Backside, they find Vitaly once again. Nullifier does come through. The Global Silence goes back the other way. They get the Dismember, though. They take down Vitaly. There's going to be the lasso onto 2. They've caught the Ember. They've caught the Pudge, the second global as well. He's doing some work here. They managed to take down the first life of the Bloodseeker. TNM almost gets out, but it's not going to be enough. Kataro, he's looking for more. AB1, Aeon Disc will protect him. He blinks on forward. There's going to be a Hex the Nullifier out onto the Bloodseeker. Can he do this on the Nature's Prophet? The leash, he needs the attack range. He's going to get it. The Bloodseeker, he's gone, baby. He's got a buyback, but will he need to use it? A Nullifier back on out to Gartic. The little Nick Tusk buyback getting put to good use.
Oh no, AB1, he might just tick out here. He does.
Oh,
they end up losing
so
to Rubik, who had the last word.
He has buyback, though. They're going to buy back on the Bloodseeker as well. Nick's got to get into the base, but he's going to get hexed up. Nice Gleipnir again onto this Bloodseeker. Gets the Rupture, gets blocked, but he refreshes, throws the second one onto speed, and he is dead without buyback. And finally, Alliance will close out this game.
59 minutes, they GG out at 59:40, so just a little bit short of 60. Ricky, this is a 5-rat game if I've ever seen one. They draw it out as late as possible, but they just didn't have the strength to take on Bloodseeker in the late game. They tried to do something different here. I mean, the DNM position 1 Pudge, it was a nice try, but I just don't think they were familiar enough with this hero.
Yeah.
Same goes with Little Nick. It seems like they had a little bit of trouble running their draft. I mean, if you want to experiment, the group stage is a good place to be doing it, though, right?
Yeah, I feel like they've come off of 4 direct wins in a row, and they maybe wanted, like you said, wanted to try something a little bit new here. Maybe they felt like they had to pick Tusks for the deny pick or something, like just not letting it go over to the way of Alliance. But yeah, it definitely felt like they were off, off their game a little bit. Didn't really feel like it was super comfort for them. But Kataro gets his Bloodseeker. Absolute stellar performance from him once again. 23 and 5, 24 assists. Beautiful game all around. But yeah, 5RAT really starting to test my patience at this point. 60-minute game after 2 57-minute games. After
I don't know why you're
I
surprised. It just happens every time.
It's every game with these guys. But it's all right. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with our final game of the evening, everyone. It's going to be a fun one for sure. Alliance versus 5RAT. Game number 2. Stay tuned. We'll see you in a bit.